The union budget that's been presented by the Honorable Finance Minister, I would say the things that CII has been focusing on, first is to focus on the macroeconomic fundamentals and particularly linking the fiscal deficit to the debt to GDP ratio. I think that's been retained. That's very positive. The second is the focus on reforms that have been laid out, and these proposals that they've broken up into 6 categories. I think that's been very positive. So focus on reforms, focus on manufacturing, focus on simplification. We wanted some sectors to be clearly identified. I think the focusing on the 7 strategic sectors, I think that's been very positive. The championing of MSMEs, particularly the fund, the incremental fund that's been created to provide equity support, I think that's come out very positively. On the infrastructure side also, the allocation has gone up. Again, that's positive. Particularly, I think we've been recommending on high-speed rails and others. That's been very positive. And I think for the first time, we saw a lot of focus on the middle-income India. So a lot of focus on IT services, a lot of focus on tourism, a lot of focus on people who are getting into those areas and those jobs. From a tax standpoint, I would say a lot of focus on simplification. I think some of the things that have been introduced in terms of safe harbors, benefits on data centers, some issues that were there for electronics manufacturing, I think they have been sorted out. On the customs duty, I think there has been some rationalization of imports in certain areas of capex where massive capex is going to happen, particularly in terms of nuclear power, encouraging MROs and others. I think there also the benefits have been provided. So I'm happy to answer questions, but I would say very positive budget, macroeconomic discipline, focus on structural reforms, clearly identified sectors, focus on infrastructure, focus on MSMEs, and also, this entire thing of city economic regions, I think that's also very positive.
So
No, I think that's positive. I think that's something that we have been focusing on, and I think rare earth is a big positive thing. So I think to encourage that, to provide the relief that is required and the incentives that are required is positive.
And sir,
I think again, capex increase of 1 lakh crores is again very positive. It was 11.2 lakh, although they said 11 lakh crores is what's being spent. So if you look at that, it's a 10 to 12% increase, which is very positive. I think more than that is also difficult to absorb. And I think maintaining the fiscal discipline and ensuring that the capex, growth is also maintained, that's good. And areas that they've identified is also very good. So I think a lot of focus on high-speed rails, on semiconductors and other areas, I think that's good.